Hello everyone, I am Shohini and this is Say It Out Loud, a space where I sit down with people whose work I genuinely find thoughtful and honest, especially around health, beauty, relationship and culture, and the things we don't always talk about openly. So if you're ready for real conversations, let's begin. In today's episode, we have Nimit. He actually uses a lot of humor to make the content and which is very different from other content, other reaction videos which are available online. So yes, hi, welcome Nimit, and I would love for you to introduce yourself to the audience as well.
थैंक्स सोहिनी मैं अपने आप को इंट्रोड्यूस कर ही देता हूँ आई मीन यू हैव सेड ऑल द थिंग्स अबाउट मी आई डोंट नो व्हाट आई शुड से एंड दैट सो आई थिंक आई हैव अ coping mechanism towards everything that is going bad because I cannot watch it, so I use my humor to deal with those things. Whether it's cringe movies, cringe reels, or cringe content, uh, I can add humor to anything. That is one that is one thing that is helping me to create content. Uh, that is why it stands out. And I've also done like a comedy, so that's the reason. And uh, that's it. I mean, I what do you know? Chandler is way funnier. Is my one of my ideals, so I can't say that. But yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, I mean, we have seen that he also used a lot of humor in as a coping mechanism and all these things. So yeah.
Comfortable, I make jokes, and when I'm not uncomfortable, I still make jokes.
Okay. Okay, so the first question which I have for you is your content often uses humor to respond to cultural moments. What drew you to humor as a primary lens for conversation? I think you have already kind of answered that question, but would you like to elaborate?
Yeah, I mean, so basically, humor helps people. So on the internet, there is a polarization. You cannot change anyone. If someone believes something, they will keep on believing it. If someone believes something, they will keep on believing in, like, it creates a polarization. My idea is not to create another polarization कि okay आप उधर support करते हो तो you support that, and if you support me you support me. My idea is to actually make sure that people question themselves, and humor is like a meaty medicine that you give to someone so that they enjoy, and then they something enters to their mind as a humor is the vessel जिसके अंदर से जाते हैं. It's that is why humor I use humor, and the point of using humor is that only, like the stand up comedy or any art that has been introduced, the point of that art was this only, that you highlight the issues that people are not very comfortable in talking in general, or very boring, or uh, you use entertainment to reach out to them. That is how I'm doing it, and that's what I feel.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too rage baity, but then you put out the message as well in a different manner.
My goal is not to create two sides again. Like, what is the point of doing that?
Yeah, but how do, I mean, keep your calm in such scenarios when it's, maybe you're making a reaction video and that video is actually very triggering, but how do you actually manage to breathe and, do it?
Something triggers me, a jokes comes from inside. So that is the natural process. Like, if something, anything that triggers me at my core, a joke, a humor, a sarcasm comes out of me. But yeah, I mean, I've worked a lot on my emotions. ऐसा नहीं कि that I don't get irritated or I don't feel angry और मुझे सब jokes ही आते हैं और मैं ऐसा काम ही रहता हूँ. नहीं नहीं, मैं बहुत if people know around me, I get very angry, and it's just that I first calm myself and then think कि, okay, how, what is the point, their point of view, and what is the point of the view of the people who are watching this content and liking this content. Now how to agree with those people and include, instead of making them saying that you are wrong, you're saying your information is less, I'll add more information to it. If I'll just say that your belief system is wrong, that is saying that the idea of the word that in their mind will collapse, then they will get offended.
Yes.
अ, अगर मैं आपको बोलूँ कि ये जो दुनिया आप सब देख रहे हो, सारी बिल्डिंग्स टूट एकदम से टूट जाएंगी, तो यू विल गेट स्केयर्ड एंड यू विल नॉट वांट दैट. So instead of breaking those buildings or breaking those neurons in their mind, I try to add more neurons in their mind, so that when the more information is accumulated, those neurons will get replaced automatically. So that is what I try to do.
They can think of other possibility as well.
Yeah. Yeah, adding more information to their existing information instead of disvalidating everything that they know.
And you have spoken publicly about emotional well being and vulnerability. So, how does humor also help you talk about things that people find uncomfortable?
So humor came first, then the knowledge about emotional wellness. Humor was something. I mean, I started doing stand-up comedy since like in 2016. Since then, I'm watching content. Maybe that came naturally to me as a person who got bullied a lot in school and who had no other approach to but use humor to either get attention or either get better at dealing with bullies. So that came naturally. But emotional wellness is a totally different concept for me that I learned in like 2020, because my life, I think I've already talked about a lot in my post about this, that my life was totally different before therapy, and I used to feel different in the whole life, like no one is my friend, uh, you know no one loves me and all that. And then I took therapy and I understand it's not truth, it's just what my mind was telling me. So I rewired my brain, and then I realized that there is nothing, that any other feeling that was coming in me was not true. And once I felt that, and I realized a lot of people are feeling same. It was not just me. A lot of voices in people's head are similar. Like, people are 90% of our problem are emotional problem. It's not realistic problem. Like, of course, health issues and financial issues can be real, but 90% problems that people are facing in offices, the people are facing in schools or colleges, are just in their emotional level. Their voices in their head or their insecurities are speaking instead of their actual scenarios. Then I was like, okay, I mean, it was not just me, and I felt a lot of empathy towards people कि इनको इतना ज़्यादा feel हो रहा है, तो how can I help them? So I even started an app that helps people to find the right therapist, because I felt very uh, difficult in finding the right therapist. It took me like 5 6 sessions to connect with the right therapist, like 5 6 sessions and 3 4 years. But I realized that not everyone tries this much, so I try to help people in this way.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I mean, I mean, I was just about to ask that what made you build that app. So you have already answered. So I think that this is a very common issue with everyone around. I mean, I myself have been to therapy, but very on and off, because I just felt that he or she is not the right person for me. Even I downloaded your app as well, just explored a little bit, didn't book any sessions yet, but
The reason behind that is, so what happens with people is, people choose a therapist like they choose any other doctor or any other thing on the menu. Like, they go to Practo and they're like, okay, the price is fine, seems about my age, the reviews are good. But therapists, who are the therapists, like what they do actually, do we need to understand this first. So the life, so we have an engine of, or well, most of the people have engine of, or we have grown up in the families where the engine capability of a car has been built for Alto. But now we are running on an expressway which demands us to run at a speed of 150. So the engine fails to run on that. So therapist is just like a co-passenger which we trust blindly, who helps us to rewire that engine so that it can run on the expressway with 150 speed. Now we need a person who we can trust blindly while we are rewiring our engine. It is, I mean, finding a right therapist is as important as finding a good partner in life. Uh, so you cannot just like, okay, this is in my range, and okay, this will, someone will give me advice and I'll get fine for like 5 6 sessions and it will be done. I still take therapy. I mean, it's a continuous process. It's not, mental health is a journey, not a destination.
yeah, that's true. I mean, I have recently been diagnosed with few issues, so I'm trying to work on that. So, yeah. Also, you were talking about empathy, and I have seen that you have the Instagram highlight as empathy, and this is usually treated as a personality trait. And but do you see it as a skill that you have? You know, you had to consciously build, or it just naturally came to you?
It is something that you need to build actually. It is a skill that everyone needs to build. Natural part उतना ही हो सकता है कि किसी का थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा हो सकता है, किसी का थोड़ा कम हो सकता है, बट एक्चुअल एम्पैथी जो होनी चाहिए वो बहुत अलग है. इट इंक्लूड्स गुड लिसनिंग स्किल्स एज वेल. इट इंक्लूड्स understanding from someone else's point of view. It includes understanding their traumas, but the how to do it is a skill. Like, it, you cannot just be empathetic. Okay, a day you decide from today I'll be an empathetic person or I'll learn empathy. The only way to naturally learn empathy is to be empathetic towards yourself first. To forgive anyone else, you need to first forgive yourself first. You need to understand your own traumas, your own pain points. Once you understand that, you will be able to understand the other person as well. Okay, this person is coming from there, which from where I was coming. So that is how you build. Like first, you need to get in touch with your own inner self. Else, every empathy will look little fake. I mean, it won't look natural. People will try to listen to you. People will try to console you, or people will try to be with you. But the only way to love someone else is to by loving yourself. I mean,
Yeah.
I think so. A lot of parents love their children a lot. I mean, if you will tell them hey, you don't love your kids, they will get offended, and that's also not true. But the right question is, क्या उनके बच्चों ने उनका प्यार महसूस किया है? But that is a difficult question because वो महसूस नहीं कर पाए, वो feel नहीं कर पाए. The reason being is because unless and until you cannot love yourself first, you cannot make anyone feel loved. वो वहाँ मिस हो जाएगा. प्यार तो मतलब कर ही सकते हो, बट उसको एम्पैथी से कैसे प्यार कर सकते हो, वो पहले खुद को ही समझना होता है. दैट इज अ स्किल दैट यू नीड टू लर्न.
Yeah, so you just mentioned that you need to forgive yourself to but I mean, even in my personal life I have felt that I have empathy for like a lot of people, but when it comes to myself I think I also lack that somewhere. But जैसे आपने बोला right कि it may seem fake. How to handle that? I mean, my care or for, my empathy for that person, be it a friend or a stranger in a certain situation or anything, that's not really fake. But then when the same situation probably is happening with me, I feel that no, I'm not able to handle that.
uh, I don't know how should I answer that, but it's not fake.
Since we're talking about mental health a lot, so.
I'm not saying it will be fake from your side. Fake in the sense it won't be delivered as you really want to.
Okay.
So the person on the other end might not feel the intensity from which you are giving. Uh, and that is again just my observation, what I have observed. The days on which I feel connected with myself, I am able to love people around me very much and they feel very happy. On the days I'm not connected with myself, and that goes up and down every day. Like some days I feel very empathetic, for some days I don't. uh, but on those days I cannot just change my Instagram. That is just a journey that I also need to do. But yeah, I mean, the you can see the difference. The day you feel connected to yourself, you naturally want to support others. You naturally feel very, loving to everyone. But the day you are not feeling good about yourself and you're feeling, यार मेरे को ऐसा करना चाहिए था, मेरे को वैसा करना चाहिए था, I'm not good at this. You will try to be supportive to other person, but again कहीं ना कहीं वो एक, मुझे तो लगता है अपने अंदर की एक छोटा सा मिसिंग पॉइंट है. उतना खुश नहीं हूँ मैं ये देते हुए, मतलब दे रहा हूँ जस्ट बिकॉज आई वांट टू, बट
Want to.
मतलब कहीं ना कहीं फिर वो क्या होता है कि व्हेन यू गिव विदाउट एम्पैथी और विदाउट फीलिंग कनेक्टेड टू योरसेल्फ, योर माइंड records a transaction ki, okay, now I have given it, I might want something in return, or I will, and then that creates an expectations, and that creates another loop of trauma. Because the other person might not be coming from the same position.
Yes, that's true.
So empathy with boundaries is important, because one day you will feel empathetic and you will start giving a lot of things, and then the other day that when the empathy goes down, your body will start
Yes.
started expecting ki aao sab aao. It does not happen. So you need to keep that boundary. That is one thing that needs to be learned.
For men, the society is conditioned to see empathy as weakness. Usually we see that. So what do you think about it? What's your opinion on this?
I didn't think so that society has seen empathy as a weakness. Like if you go to any corporate, any managerial leader, any MBA college or any IIM, the best leaders are empathetic leaders. Like the reason behind I learned empathy is because I was not able to manage teams in office, and I was very good in tasks. So my manager gave me a team. Okay, you are a very good person. You are very thing. Now handle a team, and those people left in 6 months. It was not my mistake. Nothing came on me, but they left somehow for some reason. They didn't enjoy the working, or it didn't. It was not coming directly to me. Same happened again after 1 year. People left again, and it was again not coming at me. Then the senior HR in the company came to me and said, take this emotional intelligence test or something she gave to me, and then she told me that my social intelligence is very low. And I was like, okay. And she told me that whatever was happening with me, she said you might have very less friends. And I was like, yes. And she said this might you might be feeling like this. And I go, yes. And then she told me go to therapy and all that. And then the way I learned empathy, and then I realized that it is very important for the leadership role. So yeah, it might not be popular, but I can get that it might not be popular, but I don't think so. It has been seen as a weakness. Empathy should be seen as the one of the strongest trait in anyone else. Like with empathy, person can actually lead a large number of group.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. But then there's a growing conversation around men opening up emotionally, but in reality, many still hesitate. So, do you think that men today genuinely feel more comfortable being vulnerable, or it's mostly just performative, or they just try to portray? Yeah.
It is difficult for men actually to show emotional side, because even though I mean we are changing, but I mean society is not accepting that. I mean the conditioning has not been done, and conditioning has been done in the early childhood only. Even if you change everything, even if I tell my friend come, hey, we'll talk, he won't,
Yeah.
because his mind is not feeling safe, and or like his mind is been trained to not to share emotions. So he will try more coping than discussing, even though the environment is safe. Now it has been trained in early childhood. What we can change now is parenting to the new kids. We cannot, it's very hard to change anyone who is been grown up to like above 20 years now. Okay, uh, start feeling emotionally, unless until they want to change themselves, because it has been conditioned in early childhood only when they were growing in college. I mean we have seen a lot of series, movies, everything around it. I mean it's not that popular, yes, but yes, it's not show it is not in the textbooks. It is not considered as weakness. People who understand empathy will never say that it is a weakness. It is one of the strongest thing that anyone can have.
But still, we see that women are probably, we are able to discuss our emotions with our friends more than men do it. In a
That is why I said that women are little like, if I just take them as raw, little better than in empathy. Not saying that they have like इक्वल बहुत ही है नेचुरली है, वो एक स्टेटमेंट गलत हो जाता है. बहुत लोग इंस्टाग्राम पे ऐसे कहते हैं कि हाँ नेचुरली तुम्हें तो लगता है लड़कियां तो सिर्फ बातें करने के लिए बनी है.
नहीं नहीं.
वो नहीं कह रहा हूँ मैं, बट हाँ, तो दैट्स द रीजन. एंड अगेन दैट इज द कंडीशनिंग टॉकिंग. कंडीशनिंग है probably वो. And some women you might be able to tell better why that happened with women, because they are able to discuss. I can tell with men why it has not happened with them.
But yeah, I think you're right. It has a lot to do with how we are shaped from the childhood. I think one thing is that men are being told from the childhood that नहीं रोते, no, that
बोलना भी है और दिखा भी तो नहीं कहीं.
हाँ हाँ, वो चीज़ें किसी भी मेल फिगर ऑफ द फैमिली वी हैव नेवर सीन देम टू एक्चुअली डिस्कस इमोशंस or to show emotions properly. I think even my father, I don't remember when was the last time he actually came and hugged me properly, but I know he loves me. So I think that's the thing with almost every household, almost, not all, but
And I know there's one thing that people get offended on. I mean, my full-time job is to understand Instagram where people get offended, whether any side. So one thing that people get offended on when we say that men does not don't express their emotions. They do in anger.
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean one like एक बार I commented somewhere, patriarchy is really bad. It stopped women from growing and stopped men from expressing. and, and people started hating me there कि oh men have done
Yeah, yeah.
domestic violence, how can you say that, and how can you say that. I mean I'm talking about the root cause. They have I mean keep aside the criminals, whoever it is, men or women. I'm talking about the patriarchy. So they express emotions. You cannot stop your body from expressing, but if you won't express your vulnerabilities, it will come as an anger in form.
I think they don't channelize it in a
Yeah,
proper.
channelize में emotions तो आएंगे बाहर. Your body cannot survive without expressing. It will survive. I mean someone will start a war to express their emotions.
Yeah, true. So I have one last question for you. If young men today is watching this and trying to become more empathetic and emotionally aware, where they should actually start, and especially if they didn't grow up in emotionally open environment, as we were just saying कि कोई 20 साल का अगर लड़का है, it's very difficult for them probably to open up at this age when they're already kind of grown up. So where should they start to be a better person maybe?
Start understanding yourself. That is the key. Start building your own, like understanding your own emotions. What do you feel? Why do you feel? It's very easy to react, but it's very hard to act. Understanding, okay, I am feeling angry right now, not because the someone has done wrong, because I felt wrong. Why I felt wrong on this? Understand themselves, and naturally they will. If they start questioning their own emotions, they will reach there. That's a very natural process. Humans are naturally very empathetic people. It's just that if you cloud the emotions on their natural self, suppress a lot of emotions over there, we start feeling very kind of a rude person or anger person or very blah blah person. But naturally humans are empathetic person. So I feel, just again, it's a belief system, it's not a truth, that our journey in life is to become an empathetic person again. तब कहते हैं ना, बच्चे भगवान का रूप होते हैं। तो बच्चे क्यों भगवान का रूप होते हैं? क्योंकि नेचुरली उनके ऊपर कोई क्लाउडिंग ऑफ इमोशंस नहीं होता। दे आर नेचुरली, बचपन से ही वो इतना एकदम एम्पैथेटिक बच्चा होगा, क्योंकि उसके ऊपर कोई क्लाउडिंग नहीं है इमोशंस की, उसके अंदर कोई ट्रॉमास नहीं है। So that is the journey that you need to unlearn your own traits.
But is it so easy to unlearn the traits which probably someone had for say 20 years?
I mean, it's not that difficult also. I mean, once you, I can understand that even if I've worked a lot on myself, on mental health, again, बार बार आ जाती हैं वो ट्रिगर्स और वो सारी चीज़, जितना भी मर्जी निकाल लो उनको, बट उनको समझा जा सकता है, उनको पहचाना तो जा सकता है। आई मीन, व्हाट इज द पॉइंट ऑफ दिस लाइफ देन इफ इट्स नॉट वर्किंग ऑन योरसेल्फ? आई मीन, दिन में मतलब start with therapy. If you cannot afford therapy, start reading books on emotional intelligence, self therapy books, self help books. You can read it. I mean, it's not, I'm not saying it's the easiest thing you will do, but it's not again a difficult thing if you accept that okay, you need to do this. It's one of the most enjoyable thing that as per me you will do. कि okay, you can change yourself whatever you want to make yourself. वही मैंने कहा ना कि अब some people say that मुझे बहुत सारे पैसे कमाने हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा बड़ा एंटरप्रेन्योर बनना है। कोई कहते हैं नहीं, मुझे सिर्फ इंजीनियर बनना है, मुझे जॉब करनी है। अब दोनों को अलग अलग इंजन लगेगा, और कोई किसी भी बैकग्राउंड से आ सकता है। इफ यू सी पीपल हु कमिंग फ्रॉम अ वेरी एम्पैथेटिक बैकग्राउंड, वेरी गुड पेरेंटिंग, naturally doing very good in their life. Naturally they are very successful. I mean, some people we will हम ये बहुत फैक्टर मिस कर देते हैं जब बहुत सक्सेसफुल लोगों का, कि उनका फैमिली बैकग्राउंड कैसा था। a lot of people in their household are not सपोर्टेड, फील सपोर्टेड। उनको बार बार क्वेश्चन किया जाता है, तो उनको रिबेलियस होकर करना पड़ता है। तो उनका, अब उनको ये चीज़ अनलर्न तो करनी पड़ेगी ना, क्योंकि वो इस मोड में कितने आगे तक जा पाएंगे, वो इंजन उतना तेज चल ही नहीं पाएगा।
It has a lot to do with childhood trauma as well.
ट्रॉमा नहीं, कंडीशनिंग कहूँगा मैं। मतलब ट्रॉमा तो होता है कि कोई बहुत ही बुरी चीज़ हो गई हो, मतलब बहुत बुरी चीज़ ना भी हुई हो, तो भी नॉर्मल चीज़ें बहुत इम्पैक्ट कर जाती हैं, क्योंकि कंडीशनिंग है वो। जब हम पैदा हुए थे तब आज से 20 साल पहले दुनिया थी, और जब हम जिंदगी जी रहे हैं तो 20 साल अलग है। मे बी जो आज मैं चीज़ें सीख रहा हूँ, अगले 10 साल में वो बदलनी पड़ेगी, क्योंकि जो आज चीज़ें सीख रहा हूँ वो आज की हैं, वो आज के लिए हैं। तो 10 साल बाद बदलनी पड़ेगी, तो अपडेट तो करना ही पड़ेगा। जो जैसे स्किल्स में करते हैं खुद को अपडेट, AI सीख रहे हैं, तो खुद को इमोशंस में भी तो अपडेट करना पड़ेगा ना।
True, I think वहाँ पे सब हम लैक कर जाते हैं थोड़ा, but yeah.
So yeah, that is one thing that people can do. They can start learning about themselves. They should know that कि उनका सर्किट दिमाग का कैसे काम कर रहा है। तो once they know it, they can update it easily whenever they want it.
Yeah. I don't know why your HR, I mean, in which year that happened, that she said you were not emotionally aware. You seem to be very aware, like emotionally aware person to me.
It happened in 2020. But yeah, I mean, things changed after that. I was not like this person.
Good 6 years then.
Yeah, I was a totally different person. Maybe, I mean, I realized that I'm this person. I was this person only. In my head, I was not this.
Ha, that's illusion.
Acting differently, so. And I keep on changing. Like, my base values opinion remains same since childhood, but my overall opinions on everything else gets changed. Like, not values, but opinions over that can change. सो मैं लोगों को एडवाइस देने से पहले ही बोलता हूँ कि देख भाई वो मेरे से फॉलो अप ले लेना जब भी मान रहे हो, क्योंकि तो वैल्यू वाली चीज़ें जो बता रहा हूँ मैं कि जो सेम रहती हैं, वैल्यू सेम है। लाइक आई एम राइटिंग essays on my country since childhood. Since I was 5, I was writing ki why we should keep our country clean, and I was writing and I was telling everyone in my like childhood in मोहल्ला जहाँ पे मैं रहता था पहले, कि यहाँ पे कूड़ा मत फेंको, बाहर की कंट्री, 5 साल का हूँ मैं, बाहर की कंट्रीज में कूड़ा फेंकते नहीं तभी तो साफ रहती है, मैं गया भी नहीं बाहर but I was saying all the same things which I say today as well, so I don't change things which like values पे जो है, बट या पॉलिटिकल ओपिनियन चेंज हो सकते हैं, मेरे मेरे करियर एडवाइस चेंज हो सकती हैं कि क्या करना चाहिए, क्या पहले करना चाहिए।
कोर वैल्यूज तो आई थिंक फॉर एवरी पीपल वो एक तो होती ही है, दैट यू नो वी बिलीव इनटू समथिंग एंड वी होल्ड ऑन टू दैट बिलीफ सिस्टम, बट या
बट एवरीवन्स लाइफ इज डिफरेंट, देयर एक्सपीरियंसेस आर डिफरेंट, सो उस एक्सपीरियंस के बेसिस पे बिलीफ सिस्टम बनता है। मे बी मेरा अफर्मेटिव या पॉजिटिव बिलीफ सिस्टम बना है क्योंकि मेरी लाइफ में सब कुछ मुझे पॉजिटिव ही दिखा है, किसी की लाइफ में बहुत ज़्यादा नेगेटिव होता रहता होगा तो उनका नेगेटिव बन गया होगा, बट important to break it so that they can actually rewire it to the positive outcomes.
That happens to me sometimes. I remember the last time we scheduled a call, I was anyway not feeling very good from past couple of days, and that happened. I just lost it. I ranted, calling one of my friend that this happened, you know, I have been trying to schedule this call for a long time, this happened today, and we just started, you know, having the conversation, and then this happened, and so yeah.
I mean, it happens with all of us.
Thank you so much for giving me your time, and I wish you good luck बाकी सारे shows जितने भी आ रहे, and come to Goa soon and host something here as well, and thank you so much for giving me your time. Yeah,
Thank you, and good luck to you as well
thank you.
with podcast, and maybe one day we'll do a podcast in a studio.
Yes, manifesting that.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to this episode, and if this conversation made you think, feel, or reflect, then share it with someone who needs to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode, and until then, don't forget to say it out loud.